What's up guys, welcome to the garage. We've got the JJRC Q39 in today. I've already got one of these. It's in about 1 million bits today because I've been using it for spares for other trucks. Now, the reason I've got another one is because I've noticed the last sort of 6 months or so, the 12428 has been pretty popular. And I've seen it popping up on Facebook and on YouTube more and more. I reviewed this over a year ago. It's now running brushless, and if you've seen some of my videos, it's been through quite a bit of abuse, and it's still going. It needs a good clean. I need to pull it apart. I did burn the ESC out on that on the last mud run. And more recently, the Feiyue FY03 H, and again, there's been some other YouTubers reviewing this as well since mine, so that's getting quite popular. So I thought I'd bring this one in because this is the cheapest out of the three. I'm not sure what they're priced at the moment. The 12428, it's usually around $80. The Feiyue, the FY03 H, the brushless one, is about $120, I think. This is between 60 and 70 depending on when you get it and where you get it. There's a link in the description below for this one. This was sent to me by GearBest. So I'm going to get it out of the box. We'll have a look at the truck. I'll talk about the differences and then we'll take it out for a run. So that's the truck out of the box. It does come with a transmitter, fully proportional steering and throttle with your steering trim on there. Get a little instructions, couple of spare pinions, your couple of Allen wrenches, and your wheel wrench, a couple of body pins there, more for the battery rather than the body because the body's fixed on rather than with pins. And you do also get a wall charger, and the battery has got a Dean's plug on it. It's a 1500 milliamp hour 2S lithium ion in there, so about 15 minutes run time from what I can remember. It's not got oil shocks, they're just friction shocks. It is a little bit bouncy. They all come with friction shocks as standard. I upgraded these and I've got a video somewhere on the channel of the shocks that I used for it. Other differences, this comes with a 380 motor. Now that may sound a bit of a disappointment to some of you, but believe me, the 540 motor in that one is probably a little bit overpowered. It's nice and fast, does sort of 35 to 40 kilometers an hour. I'm guessing this is going to be more around the 30 kilometer hour mark. And this one, brushless, this only managed, I think it was 29 out of the box, so slower than the 540 motor in there. But again, still plenty of power for what we need. So although it's going to be slower, pretty much everything else about it is better. This has got metal diffs. The first thing I changed on this, because I stripped them, was the plastic diffs. So again, the JJRC along with the Feiyue, they've got metal diffs front and rear. And they've also got slipper clutches. That hasn't got a slipper clutch, these two have. Again, it's a good way of protecting your drivetrain. Not sure this needs a slipper clutch, being it's only got a 380 motor in it. And just generally all round, this is, I prefer the build quality on this. I just think it's better. The plastic's a bit harder, but it's still durable. I've not broken anything on my Feiyue, even though I did give it a durability test. Nothing broke of the running gear anyway. And I prefer the drive shaft. So 12428 uses dog bones. This has got, although they're plastic and metal together, they're pretty strong. And like I say, I've not broken any, and it just feels better. Nothing wrong with that. I do like this. I've had mine, like I say, well over a year now, and it's been loads of fun. Right, let's take this out for a speed test. Also give it a bash so you can see how it runs. And like I said, it's not going to be as fast as these two, but that doesn't mean it's no fun. There is a link in the description for it. I'll put a link for the other two as well. If you want bang for your buck, I'd get this one. If you want something that's fully hobby grade, get the brushless Feiyue, because all the electronics in there are fully hobby grade, so you can switch out your ESC, receiver, etc. And now I've put a slightly more powerful motor in it. This one's good fun. Or if you want the WLtoys one, get that. They're all popular, they're all good. This one just hasn't been really focused on as much because it's a bit slower and people maybe ignore it. But for your money, definitely think about this one. Anyway, cheers for watching. Enjoy the rest of the video, and I'll see you next time. Zero GPS. No, we want to zero the GPS. Right. 1 much tamer than the 12428, but as you can see, it's still got a bit of poke. Still lifts that wheel. I don't know, 25, 23, I don't know, let's have a look, shall we? Let's bring it in, that's flat out. So 29 kilometers an hour, that's actually really impressive. The FY03 H also does 29 out of the box, or mine did anyway, and that is brushless, and this is a 380 brushed motor. So speed test, I'm impressed. Let's get it out and take it for a bash. So let's give it a quick bash, see how we get on. Like I say, 29 kilometers an hour, it's pretty decent for something with a 380 motor like this, and it is comparable with the other models. As you can see, off-road handles really well. It's a little bit top heavy, but when I say this is ideal for a beginner, kids, I mean it. It is. It's not too fast, but this thing will destroy any toy grade you can get from like Walmart, Argos if you're in the UK. Handles rough ground, no problem. Also, I wouldn't say it's a crawler, but it's definitely decent off-road. Get up here easy, but no problem. It actually handles a bit better than the 12428 because it hasn't got extra power with that 540 motor. It doesn't roll as much. The 12428 is really easy to roll, but I mean this will roll. Well, I say it will, but if you turn too sharp, see it will roll, but the 12428 is terrible for it. Wet leaves usually an issue for some trucks. Wet leaves, no problem for this one. So if you want it to be a bit of a crawler, it will also crawl, not a problem at all. See, it's not too bad. I mean, this is slippery as well, so